Assalamu alaikum. I am today joined by Alina Iman Jensen. And Alina is an OBM, an online business manager who helps coaches and service providers streamline their business. So, Alina, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Barakallah, thank you for having me.
All right, so please introduce us to your business. Tell us exactly what you do.
Yes, so I'm an online business manager, as you just said, and what I do is that I help scaling coaches and service providers managing the business behind the scenes. Mainly, that's gonna be around managing the team, managing the project, managing their systems, the tech, setting everything up, making sure that everything is, as you just said, streamlined. And also doing the strategies together with them. So making sure that we are planning everything so we don't have to run on fumes all the time and be stressed out in the launches, but really make sure that everything is structured and orderly and organized for a noise-free and calm business, really.
Yeah, I like that term, calm business, because growing a business alone where you're trying to do everything yourself is very stressful. I know firsthand because it actually happened to me and I got burnt out. So, alhamdulillah, so good that you provide this service. So, can you share your journey as far as how did you become an online business manager and what inspired you to pursue this path?
Yeah. So my whole journey actually began many, many years before I even came into the online space. I became a Muslim and I started to making hijrah back in 2008. And that journey for around a decade was very, very difficult because back then you didn't have online businesses. And so if you wanted to be able to live abroad, you needed to have some type of income. And that was not laptop friendly environments that we had back then. So we were struggling a lot because my husband was not able to move back, travel back and forth between where we were and my country to earn money. So, and we didn't have money to put a business together where we were. So we were struggling a lot and we were trying different things and all of that. And fast forward to 2018, we had really, really difficult situation. We were split up in two different countries, some kids with my husband, some kids with me. It was very, very difficult time. And so I was actually able to go in and start my teacher studies to get where I could get a little bit of a financial support from my country. And I did that. But as I went along, I was like, this is not for me. This is not what I want in my life. I don't want to go out and teach in schools. I don't want to leave my kids. I had a little baby when I started on university. She was 8 months when I started, and it was a 4 years education. So in the end of that education, I was like, I need to find another way. I
And
need to figure something out.
can
Yeah.
you share where exactly you're from? I don't know if we covered that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm from Denmark, Scandinavia, tiny little country up in the north. And a friend of mine actually told me that I know a sister who needs a VA. So I looked into that and I applied for that position. And fast forward, I decided to start freelancing as a VA. After that, I started to realize my strength in business. I realized what I'm really good at, especially when it comes to the strategic thinking and supporting the business owners on that level as well. And I found myself keep being that extra hand, if you want, the right hand or that extra like partner in business rather than just the person that was ticking things off. So when I was presented with the OBM style of working, I was like, okay, that actually makes sense now. That was just that level higher. And it ticked all the boxes that I just love, like the strategic part of it, the managing part of it, and even the implementation part of it as well. I was like an all around thing. So I started to get certified and taking a lot of different trainings to get really into that. And that's what I've done ever since.
Alhamdulillah. So, how did you find clients when you first started?
I was very just like, okay, I'll just open an Instagram page and just post. I was very like, I had no idea what I was doing. I don't come from a background where business is a normal thing. And the mindset was really, this is not for people like us. We're from the middle class, lower middle class. This is for the rich people, the rich families. And so I've always been thinking, like, I just need to work. So business for me was very like vague, I think. So I just started out posting about, yeah, I was researching, I was trying to do my best. Looking back, I wish that I had a coach that could have helped me with the marketing part and the really like the setting up part because that would obviously a bit easier. But I think different things were different back then as well. It was a little bit more easy to just slide in.
Mhm.
Um, and alhamdulillah, there was a lot of other sisters starting at that time, businesses as well. Um, and then I was just like, I started very low and built myself up. So with low pricing and low, like just really taking, okay, I know this skill. I know I can do this. I know I can do this. I know I can do that.
Mhm.
This is my price. And then we were just building up step by step.
Yeah, I think a lot of service providers typically start off low just to get experience, build a portfolio, and just get your foot in the door, and then you start raising your prices. I actually started my business as a social media manager, and so that's exactly what I did. But then I was like, I have to raise my prices now. It's too low.
I had a client telling me that. My first client, she was amazing. And she was like, Alina, I think you need to raise your price. I don't feel good about just paying you this. This is too low. And I was like, okay, fine. Let's do that. And I think a lot of people in the beginning, they feel very awkward pricing themselves because we're not used to that. We're not being taught how to do that. And because the space is also very unregulated, it's very difficult to find out like how we're actually doing that. I know I struggled with it a lot in the beginning. So it was nice to have a client that was actually fair and it's like, okay, this is not really making sense for you.
What is your typical day like as far as the type of work you have to do and like how are you juggling all this, being living abroad and what is it? How do you stay organized? Like what is it like?
Right. Really good question, actually. I had a client asking me the same thing today. So basically, when it comes to organizing myself and my own day to day, it's really about planning. I think this is probably the first thing that I would ever say to people that is plan your day. Understand where your time goes, track your time so you know exactly how long time do you do to take. Sorry, how long time do you take to do your house chores? How long time does it take for you to cook? How long time does it take for you to do the school run? Whatever it is that you need to do on a day-to-day basis for your house, make sure you know that so you know realistically how much time you can put into business. So that's the first thing that I do is that I know exactly what I need to do. I know what I have on my plate for everything. Now, that doesn't mean that my days are rigid and they can't be changed, that it's not days where it's going over. Because again, you're not perfect and life happens. And if you have kids, you know, they will throw tantrums at you and not really managing the time as you do. So, but when you have planned, when you know I need to use X amount of time to do this, and you have that much time to do my work, you will have less of these days where you feel like everything is running over. The planning is my my ride or die, honestly, because it helps me so much. Um, when it comes to business, for the most part, there are days where it's not happening, but I always try to do my own business first. That thing changed my business so much because service providers have this tendency to always do client work, client work, client work, client work. So your own business is falling behind. And that's going to be very, very stressful. So when I decided change that, I always felt on top of my business. I know that my marketing is going out, or I know my emails are going out. I know that these emails are going out to my clients. So everybody is covered.
Mhm.
And I'm good. And I can then concentrate on my client work. And that's how I'm able to actually juggle between my house and my own business and client's business.
Mhm. So, when you say work on your business, what does that mean? Like marketing, trying to find new clients? For people who don't.
Everything that happens in my own business for back end work, like you said, marketing mostly. Now, because I'm just me right now, I don't have a lot of things going on in in my business. Most of my things are automated, and it is mostly the marketing part that is taking my time right now. But there might be a time where I'm scaling, or maybe I have getting in a delivery assistant or something like that. Then there will be other parts. Obviously, I need to take care of as well.
So, do you find clients mainly on Instagram, it looks like? Because you said that's how you started. You made a page.
Yeah, right now it's mainly through it. To be honest, I feel like it's more referrals.
Mhm.
I do get them. They do come to me through Instagram, but I already know them when they come to me. It's like they have been a client's client, or I'm in a group, or someone knows me and they just reached out, or I've been a coaching program with someone. So I feel like that's actually more how I've been able to get clients, but obviously my presence is on Instagram.
What systems and tools do you recommend for business owners to stay organized and productive?
It very depends on your business and your like if you're a coach or if you're a service provider. I would say those are the two main distinguence because if you're a coach, you will need a platform that can hold courses, that can hold communities very often, that can hold these types. And if you have group programs, places like Dubsado, which is something that I use personally for managing my clients, are not necessarily the best programs to use if you have group programs or memberships and that sort of thing. Then I would very much recommend Airtable to manage your clients in. Airtable is a really good platform that can really scale with you, which is something that I love to use for my clients that are coaches. If you're a service provider, I personally love Dubsado. I'm super biased. I'm super biased. I really love it because it just does everything for you. You can automate everything. You can make nice landing pages, or not landing pages, but like form that looks like landing pages. So it's a really nice platform and it gives a really good client experience.
What type of like what would you say people need to first automate? Like what should they start with first?
Onboarding your clients, offboarding, definitely. Give your clients that really, really nice touch when they come to your space. Make them feel supported, make them feel taken care of. You can't go wrong with that, honestly. That is number one automation system that I would say. And it's probably also the first thing you would need, honestly, because everything else like um content systems or big fancy funnels or whatever it is that you need, those can be set up as you go, but you really need to make sure that your clients are being taken care of. Because if you're giving your clients a white glove service from the get-go and they just feel so supported, they will rave about you everywhere else. So that's definitely my recommendation.
So can you explain to us what a client onboarding system, like an example, for people who don't know?
Yeah. So when someone signs up, to your program, for example. They will obviously need to get some information. Maybe they need to get a link to book a call, depending on what it is that you're offering. So you want to make sure as soon as they sign up and pay you, they will get the next step in the process. That might be a contract, that might be access to your course, that might be well, that also is an email because you need to have a welcome email coming out to them, letting them know what is the next part of the process. What are they expecting? Maybe they need to have the link to book a call. That would be something to put in there. If you have a program, membership or something like that, I would say make sure that you have all the different details that they need to know about where to find things, when to have calls, if there are co-coaches in your program. All of these things needs to be written out in emails, and don't do it in one email. Don't do it in one email because that's going to be very, very overwhelming for them. The first email needs to be just welcome. So happy to have you here. Can't wait to work with you. Here the next step. Put in the link for that. You can have the next email can be a explanation video where you're showing them around, telling them where to find the call links in your membership, or where to get in contact with people, or post a welcome video, whatever it is that you need to do. Make sure that they're supported. That is the most important thing, and don't overwhelm them.
Alhamdulillah, yeah. I know what it's like because as someone who ran a freelance business and then I started selling group coaching, the onboarding process, like if you don't have that set up, it is really it stressed me out when I didn't have an onboarding process because I would have to manually go and email each person, make sure they had this. And I actually there was once when I launched a group coaching program and I got like 15 people to sign up in one launch, and alhamdulillah, Allah allowed me to make a good amount of money, but I was so stressed out. Like I was like,
Yeah,
gosh.
I was literally sitting here getting anxiety. It was like 15 people that needs to be onboarded at the same time. Ya Allah. That's a lot. That's a lot. And especially if they have questions and you have like 15 emails coming in with all different questions. And where can I find this one? And where can I find that? And where do I need to go here? Oh, ooh.
Yeah,
Lot. I
it
can
was.
imagine the stress. Really make sure that you're, even if you have some parts that are not automated, make sure that you have templates, email templates that you can easily copy paste into emails for quick answers, especially in the beginning, because obviously in the beginning, one thing I will say is don't automate anything before you have tested it out manually. If it doesn't work manually, it doesn't work automated either. So make sure that the process has been tested before you start to automate things. So, for example, test how many emails do they need before they don't ask 10,000 questions
Mhm.
about where to find things. If you keep having a question about where can I find something in your program, make an email in your onboarding process telling them where they can find that. So really and truly in the beginning, you want to really note down all the questions, all the frustrations that somebody might experience. Don't take it as a negative feedback. Take it as an opportunity to make sure that they're getting onboarded better and better and better and better, and just help the person that has the frustration. Give them that extra time.
Yeah.
That's really how you're getting it started. And then when you have all things laid out, automated, and then you can build on it. Just make sure that you're writing it down so it's easy for you to see where there's a friction in your onboarding so you can easily update it.
So my next question is, what advice would you have for Muslim women who want to break into online business management or become an OBM?
Take your time. Take your time and make sure that you feel that But there's so many things. I'm just like, what angle should I take? I feel like so from the skill point of view, I would say make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself with feeling that you have to learn everything. It's okay that you don't know everything, but just be ready to learn as you go. That is one thing. From the practical setting up your business point of view, I will say when you're pricing, price on your skill set, not whatever, like the noise stops. Don't listen to all the noise about you should and you should not and you should price on your skill set and don't take because especially when you're working as an OBM, you're working with people who are scaling their businesses. They don't working with startups. So these people, they are busy. They do not have time to message you with, oh, salam alaikum, and how are you, and how are your family? And no, that's not happening. They're just like, hey, can you do that? And sometimes, as a service provider, that can be very hard when you get very emotional free messages from, I don't know, 5 clients, and you're just going on a go all the time. But they're not doing that from a perspective of being mean or being cold or not taking you into consideration. They just need things getting done. So you need to work on your mindset so much. You need to make sure that you can handle being in a space where everything is going fast paced.
That makes a lot of sense. Wow. What would you say are some of the mistakes that you would maybe you've made in the beginning that maybe kind of helping other people trying to get into this that you would say you learn from and things that people can avoid?
I think my main mistake was that I pivoted too fast. I was just go in the beginning. Like the one week I was a VA, the next I was a tech VA, and then I was this, and then I was like, I was just flying and I was consuming so much information in the beginning that in the end I burned out because I couldn't handle and implement all of that in the beginning. But I came in from a space of I don't know nothing. I need to learn everything. And that was probably like alhamdulillah, it shaped me to what I am today, but I would never do it to myself again. Never. That was too much. So take your time and allow yourself to really implement and learn each thing really, really good and then build you out. We are not in a rush. We're Muslims. We should not be rushing. We should take things slowly, build our skill sets, build our businesses in a paced way. A lot doesn't love like to rush things, and we shouldn't do that either. So to be able to be consistent, to be able to not burn out, to build a business that we like, and not having too much of this, I'm not good enough, I don't know this, all of this imposter syndrome that we have all the time, to eliminate that, just take your time. You're not in a competition with anyone. You're not in a hurry. I get it. A lot of us comes into business for money. We want to have more money and we want to have that financial freedom, but it's not coming from rushing. It's coming from working with ihsan, with integrity, with all of that, and
Alhamdulillah.
trusting Allah.
Yeah, that's such good advice. I needed to hear that too today. Alhamdulillah.
I think we all do that sometimes. I need to hear my own advice as well.
Alhamdulillah. All
Alhamdulillah.
right. So where can sisters connect with you if they want to learn more about your business and how they can work with you possibly?
They can go to my website or connect with me on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll put them in the show notes so everybody can reach out to Alina. So I learned so much. You actually inspired me today. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you for having me on. It was so lovely to talk
Thank
to
you
you.
for joining us.